The fools are in charge. Thank you, President Biden, for destroying the America we love. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, October the 17th. And, well, thank you, President Biden. You have systematically destroyed the country that we love, the country that gave us opportunity and the land of opportunity by turning over everything to China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and the rest. And, of course, allowing Putin to weaponize the gas and oil energy markets to use for high profits. We couldn't use that money. What a shame. In the meantime, this update is brought to you by our friends and partners at Strategic Wealth Preservation. That is where I do all my gold and metals shopping. They are either good for storage or for delivery. That is up to you. But they are by far the best in the industry, and I truly enjoy doing business with them. Check them out at swpcayman.com/Bubba-Trading. That's Sierra Whiskey Papa Charlie Alpha Yankee Michael Alpha November.com/Bubba-Trading. And in the meantime, as I said, thank you, President Biden. You have destroyed markets. You have destroyed just about everything we could hope for here. And of course, I think the biggest destruction is the land of opportunity, which is systematically being taken away from us as we continue to watch the far left now want to check on deposits as low as $600, okay, looking for tax fraud. It might make sense to have a better tax plan than tax fraud, okay? It might make sense to at least know what you're doing. Now, this does not apply to this administration alone. This applies to every administration going back God knows how long. But we have a very bad habit of allowing too many criminals to take advantage of our systems, okay, from the Social Security to the disability to the tax fraud to everything else. And again, that is not a Democrat or Republican issue. That is both, because as we know, neither party has mine or your best interest at heart. It is sad, it is a shame, and it is criminal, but that is what it is. But of course, you've got, our good friend, Elizabeth Warren, says that the billionaires have enough money, okay, to shoot themselves into space but not pay taxes. Well, I don't know. Last I checked, the billionaires were the ones paying the taxes. The billionaires were the ones that were employing people that paid taxes. Maybe if the government would actually have a real budget and have to live by it, we might not be in this predicament that we are in today. Okay, just maybe. But, you know, the energy crunch, not just here, around the globe, is becoming extremely dangerous. Okay, now let's walk this from the beginning. President Biden, about 1 year ago, wins the election and, of course, takes office in January and immediately eliminates shale and fracking. Okay, and, of course, suddenly the world has a shortage, but who's got it? Oh, President Putin of Russia has it. And of course, that's why in Europe they're paying 6 times as much. We're already overpaying, but they're paying 6 times as much for things. Now, why wouldn't the United States want to benefit from that? By making the markets competitive and giving the Europeans and those a better price. Okay, and actually making some money to help finance our debt. But of course, we're so worried about climate change, okay, and the world's going to end in 10 years because, according to the America haters, the squad, everything's going to blow up. Now, it has nothing to do with the overwhelming population that we have. And we continue to look into the reasons why, but when you could certainly just look to China and India with their coal. Of course, they're even running out of coal now. Okay. But you could look right there to 97% of the face of the earth. That's never going to stop the pollution, never going to stop polluting. But yet we're going to try to become 100% green, and at what cost? And at a cost that we cannot possibly afford. Okay. So, Biden wants to make a fundamental change to the way we do business. He's already destroyed everything. Listen, he was never the sharpest tool in the shed. So I don't know how he's got in office, but the one thing we do know he was sharp at is he made his kid millionaires. And somehow, between him and his wife, they earned before taxes $6 million. And somehow they have over $100 million now. Now, I don't know how. I mean, you could be the greatest investor in the world, but I don't know how you can turn $6 million into $100 million. But hey, I'm just saying. Okay. But, we have of course, the Biden family influencing, okay, for his sons and, between the crackhead and everybody else. But I think there's much more serious things. I mean, gas prices continue to go up. Now, that is a tax on you and me. Okay. Now, you may be a big believer in climate, and I'm not telling you not to be, but what I am saying is that at what cost, and the cost is going to be, wait till you get a heating bill this winter. Wait till you see the cost of goods. We have ships lined up in Long Beach and in New Jersey that cannot deliver. Okay. We have no help because, of course, you've got these wonderful geniuses is trying to go to universal basic income, which is about as dumb as you could ever get. Get off your ass and get a job. That's what we should be looking for. Okay. There's 11 million jobs open and 9 million people looking, and yet we can't put the two together. And of course, you can bring back in Maxine Waters, okay, who is now talking about the people from Tulsans, okay, and doing reparations. Now, I have to ask the question, okay, I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't here when it happened. Why am I paying for reparations, okay, for whatever happened? History is over. The way that you fix is you move forward, okay? The job markets are much more equal. They continue to be better. But yet we're going to now talk about having reparations, okay, for another group of people. I am not quite convinced that is the way to go. I think that is a mistake. And of course, China is taking full advantage of the ignorance of this administration. Soon, I will say within 6 months, they will have taken over Taiwan. I will say that they're marching their troops forward and will eventually try to take over everything. And of course, we don't care. California is more worried about getting rid of gas-powered lawnmowers, okay, versus, having electric lawnmowers. Why don't you just get rid of the grass? Okay. Why not get rid of the grass and not worry about the lawnmowers? Okay. But of course, there is a lot of money for the politicians to be made in going green, and not because we're going green, but because the lobbyists have made these arrangements to allow these politicians to indeed steal more money out of our pockets and once again give us taxation without representation. And of course, the consumer price index is continuing to explode higher, which means to you and me that we'll be paying more for everything. And if you haven't been to the grocery store recently, wait, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Okay. So I think that, when you're looking at things, okay, we have chaos. Okay. And how does it end? Well, you can probably bet that it will not end pleasantly. You will probably bet that it will end in some sort of revolution. You don't think that the people that have money or that want the opportunity to get there are going to sit back forever, do you? I mean, I would think that you could see a major revolution in this country. Again, if you go back to the Boston Tea Party, taxation without representation, well, what do you think inflation is? What do you think is going to happen when if this new tax policy passes and they start digging into your 401k? What do you think is going to happen when they start, taxing everything? Okay. Do you want to give up 55 or 60% of your income to the government, to an inept government? Okay. And that goes to all parties. That has been this way for many, many, many years. Excuse me. And I don't think that's changing anytime soon. But that, again, we have a broken government, both Republicans and Democrats, that could care less. But thank God for Joe Manchin and Sinema, who continued to fight this moronic infrastructure bill, because, again, the infrastructure is less than $1 trillion, but they want $3.5 trillion to bail out cities like Chicago. For what? Don't we pay enough taxes in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois? And to bail out New York, don't they pay enough taxes there already? I mean, the one formula that I can't figure out is how does an environment or an industry that makes money and charges more tax than anybody, how is it possible that they never have capital? How is that possible that happens, that they never have any money? Okay, when they already are charging the most amount of taxes that there is. So you explain to me how that works, okay? And I'd love to know, because it is just basically criminal what's going on throughout the country, okay? And again, I'm sure there's the George Soros clan behind a lot of these things. You look at what's going on, and as we do know, life always comes down to two things. One of them is always money. I don't care what they say. It is obvious that we have things that are crumbling, okay, for absolutely no reason, okay? So we can worry about climate change, but again, you have to go back to the same question: at what cost? And does it have, even if you could do it now, you don't have the power grid, you don't have anything to support it, okay? And God forbid the United States should benefit by making more capital, okay? And of course, now we go back to another ridiculous organization, the Federal Reserve, which has done nothing but destroy dollars for now 108 years, okay, using models that are 1 billion years old. And what do they care? And of course, we want now even a more dovish Fed chair, because Chair Powell, as much as he kisses up to President Biden, is not getting the job. You can almost bet that it will get to Lael Brainerd, who, not that her name has brains, because she has none, okay, because again, between her and Yellen and everybody else, they believe that you can borrow your way out of debt. And we all know that with the bond vigilantes back in play, okay, that every quarter point hike in rates costs the United States at this point $75 billion a month. So thank you, President Biden, for destroying this country and creating divide and conquer, and trying to create more racism across everybody versus trying to solve the problems. And you can continue to blame President Trump for every problem that you have, but he is not in office. You are. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horowitz. It is Sunday, October the 17th. And yesterday we did a great hedging webinar. And if you'd like to get a recording of it, just email me at bubba@bubbatrading.com. It was really special. And of course, if you're concerned about some of the things we're talking about today and in general about the economy, you want to get that portfolio hedge. So check it out. Just email me at bub@bubbatrading.com. And remember, our sponsors who make this show possible for you. And of course, we've got a couple of brokerage partners, which again, I do have other brokers, but I love to share these two because they are vetted. I use them myself and they do a great job for our members. And the first is Capital Trading Group, or CTG. And very simply, they've got great customer service. They do a great job with the executions. They execute at the same time every day if there's a trade. Okay. They manage all my accounts. They've got their own great products. Okay. Check them out. It is info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That is info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And of course, Tradier for equities and options. I mean, I should only have to say $10 a month. Okay. But more than $10 a month, they have unbelievable customer service. And we've got their APIs, which allows us to automate your trading at no cost in the equity portfolio models. Okay. It is part of your membership. Trader doesn't charge for it. We don't. There's still $10 a month and you're still paying whatever you pay me for the membership. And hedging is a fee for the software. Okay. But that's optional. You don't have to. But if you want to have automation, you can have everything auto executed for you. In the meantime, that is Tradier. Try.tradier.com/Bubba. That is try.tradier.com/Bubba. And of course, what a great group at Family Farms. I love Family Farms. They're such good people. I speak with them all the time. I go to all their events. And for the farmers who don't want to deal with the minutia and the HR stuff and all the other crap that goes along with the business, Family Farms is a great alternative. Check them out. familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. That's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. And of course, our new advisory role with CHIPS, Charlie Hotel Papa Zulu. That is a new cryptocurrency that is originally going to be tied to sports books and other things like that. And I think it's a great idea, as I think that's a perfect alternative. But go check them out. It's mychips.io. That is Michael Yankee Charlie Hotel India Papa Zulu.io. And our commodity report, which is written and taken care of by Andy Hecht. Andy's got 40 years in the business, trading both physical and the board commodities. And of course, he was on the retail side as a big vice president at Solomon. Check it out. Go to BUBBATrading.com. It's called Technomental. And of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/BubbaTrading. That is patreon.com/BubbaTrading. And now let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line for our market report with me, Todd Bubba Horwitz, Bubba's Bottom Line. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 17th. And here we are, okay, in a market that has gone wild. Okay, cryptocurrencies that have gone wild. And this update is brought to you by our friends at the Capital Trading Group, CTG. Okay, again, great customer service. I vetted them. They're the only ones I've authorized for the direction. They trade all my accounts. They have some great managed futures products on their own. Check them out. info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That is info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. In the meantime, markets went bonkers, and another Monday down, followed by every other day week up, and now by Monday we will be totally reversed and back to the long side, which is never a comfy feeling after being short. And of course, this chop continues. It doesn't matter the volume was light. Okay, it does not matter. The market is absolute, and when they mark your portfolio at the end of the week, that's what you got. So you can make excuses. You can look at the news. But right now, it appears the markets want to go higher, as all four indexes finished up higher for the week. It already reversed the S&P and the Russell, and now we're reversing the NASDAQ and the Dow tonight or tomorrow, again, depending on when you go ahead and do your changes. But in the meantime, look, I thought there's going to be a 20 to 25% move, and I thought it could only be lower. I still believe that, but right now I'm going to be long because I will never argue with the algorithms. But again, I don't think it can go 20 to 25% up, and I still can kind of see that move coming. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I will be long, and I will be reversing tomorrow when CTG takes care of my position. In the meantime, metals, they have also started to move, but pretty ugly day on Friday. But we did reverse. We are now long gold and silver. We don't trade platinum, but we would be long that as well. But I think you have to, just be aware, okay, that, markets move and they change and they go back and forth. But I do believe that, it looks like they're trying to go up even with Friday's ugly day. But in the meantime, it has to close above 1,800 and then continue to move. That is gold and silver. I mean, someday they're going to be much higher. But again, is today that day? I don't know. Okay, but we are long in the meantime. Okay, the dollar, okay, which we are still long, we had a slightly lower week. But again, it's up near its highs. Okay, and crude continues to go to Pluto. And of course, we can thank the president for that. Okay, for paying twice as much than we were paying a year ago for gasoline and for heating oil and for everything else, and allowing Russia to weaponize the energy markets. And of course, natural gas, natural gas, we've reversed the short after the big up move and then the down move. Yeah, natural gas is headed a little bit south. I'm always concerned this time of year with being short natural gas because, of course, you could have a cold snap that would suddenly push prices up, but we are short for now. The Bitcoin, okay, got over 60,000, getting right towards that all-time high. And of course, the SEC looks like they're going to go ahead and authorize another ETF. And it would be wonderful when we can get liquid options trading on these cryptos, on this crypto space. But Bitcoin did close the week out at about 63,000, okay, and is moving very nicely as we talked about. And of course, we are still long the crypto. And copper, wow, what a move last week. Copper moved about 50 cents last week. It was about $12,000 in real money. Okay, it came out of nowhere after being beaten down, kind of along with lumber, but it was a bigger move than lumber. And we don't trade lumber because it's not liquid, but it is something that we talk about as a potential bellwether, and kind of something that helps watch the markets. Bonds and notes, after getting pummeled for a few weeks, did rally a little bit, which means interest rates came down a little bit. Now, again, we'll see if these bond vigilantes are done yet. I would tend to think not. Okay, but again, we'll see. We'll watch how it plays out. We don't predict, we react to price, and that is really what our concerns are. So we will continue to, watch and react and not try to predict them. In the meantime, in the grain markets, we remain short corn and beans. Corn and beans, we're still short. Wheat, we are long. Okay. And again, they look like they might be putting in some bottoming action. Okay. So that's a good thing. I don't know that it is going to be the bottom, but it does show some nice bottoming action, and certainly we'll be looking and hoping to get long there shortly. In the protein complex, we remain short. Actually, we're short them all now. Fats, feeders, and hogs. Okay. But we are going to reverse the cattle tonight. Not tonight, actually. Can't reverse cattle until tomorrow morning at 9:30. But both fats and feeders, we will be long after tomorrow's open. Okay, so we are going to reverse those. We've been short for quite a while. They put in a nice little move. And as we take a look over into the softs, okay, cotton, we are now short. And it actually is, if you remember on the update, I once said that this looks like a great spot to sell it as a blow-off and could turn it into a downtrend, which is what has happened. Cotton has exploded to the downside now and is actually well off its recent highs. Cocoa, which we are short, had a lower week and got hammered a little bit. And as I said, cotton was lower for the week. Sugar, we continue to be, we're actually a short sugar. Okay. And sugar had a slightly lower week. Coffee, we are still long, and coffee is over $2, which is really big. It actually had gotten up to during the week almost a little over 210. Okay, cocoa we are short, which was also lower. I think I said that. And OJ, which we're short, got hammered. Okay, had its third down week in a row, and looking like it's going lower. So I think, again, cryptos look great. I think that, the addition of these potential ETFs is going to be great. So let's see where it goes from here. As always, we'll keep you updated during the week as to where we stand position-wise. I still think there's some danger here, especially with all this inflation and things going on. In the meantime, we're going to step out of here for a break, and we'll come back with my commentary right here on Bubba's Bottom Line on Sunday, October the 17th. Well, kids, look, as I said yesterday, I did a great hedging webinar. If you want to check it out and learn how to protect your portfolio when the next meltdown comes, email me at bubba@bubbatrading.com. It's free. I'll send it out to you. And remember our sponsors, of course, our brokerage sponsors, which are for futures and commodities, is CTG Group, info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And, of course, Tradier for equities and options. Okay, look, Tradier is phenomenal. Great service. We can automate because we got their APIs, and it's $10 a month. And there is no cost to you for the automation, except in the hedging, which is because hedging is a class, not a membership, but the equity portfolios is free. And, of course, our partners at Strategic Wealth Preservation, where we do our shopping for physical metals, either for storing them or taking delivery, swpcayman.com/Bubba-trading. That's swpcayman.com/Bubba trading. And our new advisory role in the crypto world at Chips, Charlie Hotel Papa Zulu, that is mychips.io. Check them out. They're getting into the sporting industry, and we support it. That's why we're advisors there. And Family Farms Group, what a great organization. Check them out. familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. That's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. Commodity report technical. If you're trading commodities and not reading this report, shame on you. Go see a doctor. Go to BUBBATrading.com. Check it out. It is technical. And, of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And now let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line and my commentary right here on Bubba's Bottom Line, Sunday, October the 17th. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line, and it is Todd Bubba Horwitz. And, of course, it is time for my commentary. And, of course, I bet you can guess what it's about. And there are so many bad things happening in this country right now. And, unfortunately, all for no reason. And I'm going to say that this is the attempt to divide and conquer. Okay. I think that the current administration and the parties of, especially the squad, is intentionally trying to divide this country, with everything they do. I do not believe they have the best interest in this country. I believe they have the best interest in being idiots and fools and destroying the greatest country in the world. We are in very deep danger right now because we have lost control to China. We have lost control to Saudi Arabia and OPEC. We have lost control to Putin and Russia. And here we are sitting here like lame ducks, welcoming in and encouraging more immigration, illegal immigration, mind you, as we worry about COVID and allow in unvaccinated, undocumented people. That who do you think is going to pay for that when it's all said and done? California's budget is already over 60% for illegals. Okay. Chicago, half the police walked out. So you can like this administration, but certainly you cannot be thrilled with the actions and the things that they do, because everything that's done, in my opinion, is to create hatred, divide, and conquer so that we can end up with nothing but socialism, no money, and having to depend on universal basic income and socialized medicine, which I got criticized for last week, but I know many people that have socialized medicine or universal health care, whatever they call it, that hate it. And this is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horwitz. As always, I thank you. And, of course, it's Football Sunday. We're on a roll. Got to keep going. Actually, very tough game tonight because you got Seattle against Pittsburgh, and Russell Wilson's out. I have no idea how Geno Smith is going to do. He looked good last week, but It's a 5-point game, 5-point spread. I don't know. Pittsburgh stinks too. I think this is a coin flip, a beer only, not even a beer and a pizza. If you want to bet on it, I suppose I'd have to lay the points because the wild card here is Geno Smith. In the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow with a Bubba's Daily Update. But until then, enjoy. Thanks for listening, and your comments are always welcome. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.